Morning, Abotai. Erev Shabbat Shalom. There's an interesting halacha with regards to Birkat Kohanim. The Gemara tells us that although we make Birkat Kohanim in the morning, the Chachamim said that we shouldn't say the Kohanim shouldn't go up to the Duchan by Mincha. And the reason for that is because in those times, they used to eat a later morning, early afternoon meal, and at that point they'd already usually drunk wine, and therefore it's asur to go up to the Duchan when a person's intoxicated. So for that reason, the Chachamim said, no Birkat Kohanim by Mincha ever. The Gemara says in Masechet Ta'anit, Daf Kavav, that Kohanim started doing Birkat Kohanim on public fast days. On a public fast day, Ta'anit Tzibur, he said nobody's eating or drinking anyway. Why not just do Birkat Kohanim? And the Chachamim stopped them. They said you shouldn't do that because if you do Birkat Kohanim on a public fast day, then people will make a mistake and say, oh, you know something? We should probably be doing it on regular mincha as well of a weekday, and that's a problem. However, the Chachamim did allow them to do Birkat Kohanim. That's why, by the way, we don't do Birkat Kohanim on by mincha of Yom Kippurim. Only by Ne'ilah of Yom Kippur. And by the way, the Gemara says that other public fast days, they also prayed Ne'ilah. We don't do that anymore. But by Ne'ilah of Yom Kippur, they used to say Birkat Kohanim. However, now watch this. The Gemara says that when they would pray mincha at a time that was appropriate for Na'ilah, which is just a few minutes before sunset, the Chachamim said, then you can say Birkat Kohanim on a public fast day by mincha. And therefore, based on this, the Geonim, and that's the Minhag Sfaradim Ashkenazim don't do this, that when mincha is prayed several minutes before sunset, which means at least no longer than a half hour before sunset, Birkat Kohanim is said on a public fast day. Therefore, it's not good on a Ta'anit Tzibur on a public fast day to pray Mincha too early, because then you'd be forfeiting Birkat Kohanim. Therefore, the procedure for a day like today would be to pray as close to Shki'ah as possible. For instance, you start Mincha about 40 minutes before Shki'ah, and by the time you get to Birkat Kohanim, after Kriyat Torah and Amidah and Chazarat Hashatz, you get to Birkat Kohanim, you're within that half hour of sunset. It's already appropriate to say Birkat Kohanim at that point, at which point, after Mincha today, Kabbalat Shabbat and Arvit should go a little bit quicker than usual. It's not time for extended Chazanut tonight. It's Tzar Ba'alei Chaim, and therefore, a person should move it on a little bit quicker than usual. Go home and make Kiddush by the end of the fast. We said in the Queens area, the fast is over at approximately 5:05. You should make Kiddush at that point. Every place should use their own zmanim based on their location. Mincha this evening, followed by Kabbalat Shabbat and Arvit, is at 4:05, a little bit earlier, like we said. Shabbat Shalom.